Hi everyone, and welcome to And So On. My name is Lisa, and today I'm going to be taking you through my 6 key pieces for fall. As well, if you stick around to the end of the video, I'm going to show you how to enter to win a $50 gift card to Blackbird Fabrics in celebration of my 6,000 subscriber mark. So I'm going to be honest, my sojo has kind of gone out the window the last week or so. After I finished my Shona top, which I love, I just haven't been able to figure out what I want to make. And I think it's just that there are so many options. I have so many patterns and so much fabric and so many ideas, and I really just have to focus in and get sewing. So what I decided to do was to pick 6 key pieces for fall that are missing from my wardrobe that I want to add. And I actually did go to a mall yesterday. We were talking about this last time. I went to a mall and I went to the store Aritzia, which is a really nice Canadian fashion store. And I tried on a whole bunch of stuff. Now I would have loved to have shown you, but they didn't have any mirrors in the dressing rooms. I was like, seriously? So I'm gonna put some pictures here of some of the things I was trying on. I have to say, some of the fabrics were really great and I loved the styles, but I wasn't overly impressed with the construction. It wasn't poor construction, it wasn't poorly made, but considering the price, and this is a fairly premium line, I don't know, I certainly wasn't ready to invest in that. But I did take a lot of great inspiration and I was able to try on some things like high-waisted pants that I wasn't sure if they would flatter me. I like them, and other things like that. So let me give you an idea of what I'm looking at for fall. So if there's anything that I'm really dreaming about right now, it's coats. Coats, coats, coats. So last year I did make one coat, the Schnittchen Sylvia coat, and I did like it a lot, and I actually could use that pattern again. I used a cheaper fabric because it was my first coat, and now I definitely feel more confident that I could make, you know, a really, really nice coat. So the other day I purchased the Sapporo coat, which I'll put a picture of, and they were having their sale for their anniversary, and so it was 30% off. And so I thought, you know what, I'm gonna pick that up because I've been looking at it for a really long time. And then I also have a couple of cute coat patterns to show you. Some are vintage, some are current. You might have seen these before. So there's this one from Burda, and it actually matches very similar to a coat that I saw on Aritzia. I'll try and find a picture of putting that up, and I'd have to make a couple of adjustments, but it might work. And then there's this one, which I like very much. I just saw Rachel from the Stitch Sisters did this the other day, and it's on her Instagram. I've also seen Beauté J'adore do it on her blog, and actually Susie from Thread Quarters was thinking of doing this one as well. So it's very funny that I just picked this up secondhand last week, and all of a sudden lots of people are making it. So I have this amazing blue wool that I got at a sale last year, and knowing that this year I'd want to make a coat. So this is much better quality than the purple fabric that I used last year, but I really, really like this, and I think I'm ready to make a really good quality coat. If you see on here that there's these 2 covers that you can kind of add to the cuff if you want. I got this really cool fleece at a shop that was closing last week. So it's so funny because it is definitely just a plain old fleece, but because of the nubbiness of it and because of that little thread in there, it actually almost looks like a shearling. It has a really cool feel to it. So, and I've already washed it, so hopefully it won't get any kind of nubbier than it already is. So I was thinking it might be neat to do the coat in this and then have this as being the possible overlay for the collar. I also got this coat pattern. This is V8862, and I got this from, if you remember Michelle from Simone's Rose, she is actually moving across the country and she had a D-stash sale. And so I went to her D-stash sale and she was kind enough to gift me this pattern. So I do think that these are cool with the waterfall effect, but I don't think it would work very well with the wool. But I think this one could be great, especially if you can wrap up the top. And I have seen a few people make it. It's a pretty cool pattern. Alternatively, I could go with something like this. I love this hood here. I love the wrap. It wouldn't be as much of a winter coat, and I do want this to kind of take me into winter time, to be a coat that I can wear maybe when I don't want to wear my parka, but I still want to be warm and look nice. So this might be more for a couple of the other fabrics that I have. For instance, let me show you this. I also got this the same place that I got the fleece, and it's a boucle. Oh, I've just dropped the pattern now. It's a boucle, but I actually love the wrong side more. I kind of dig that geometric pattern. I have a lot of this, like a lot, and I wonder if I can actually kind of do 2 layers, interface one side, because it is quite drapey. I also thought of this for the Sapporo coat. I think this could be a really cool Sapporo coat. More drapey, more sweater jackety, but yeah, it could be cool. So let me know what you think. Lastly, I have this vintage Butterick, and this is actually listed as a, what do they call it? A robe. But if you look at this one here, let's see if I can get this to focus. If you look at this one here, she's wearing it with pants. It's almost like she's wearing it out, and obviously it looks to me like she's out for the day. And this shape without the collar, etc., and it's got the raglan sleeves, I think this is really current right now. So I might have a look at this. Now my last option is more of a coat cardigan combo, and I might end up doing both actually. It's the Wiksten Kimono. I've kind of been obsessed with it lately. I've been seeing it everywhere. Mel from Handmade by Ditsy Tulip has done 2 that I absolutely love, and I feel like it's one of those patterns that keeps popping up in front of my eyes and I need to just go and grab it. So I haven't yet, but I think I'm going to. So I could use some of those fabrics that I showed you. I could also use this gray kind of drapey wool that I got at the Textile Museum last year. I do have a significant amount, and I think this could be really cool. And then the last thing is, from Michelle, I bought this amazing, let's see if I get to focus, this amazing herringbone. I guess it's a fleece. So this side is really kind of soft, woolly with that herringbone texture. Let's see if I can get it to, there we go. Can you see? And then this side is just really super soft and fleecy, and it's nice and thick. Now, Mel did tell me that it takes a lot of fabric to make the Wiksten, and I don't have a ton of this. It's really a cutoff, and I probably have a meter and change, maybe a meter and a half and change. So I could maybe do one side of it and not do the other, but something is gonna be made in this gorgeous fabric in the next month, guaranteed. Number 2 is a skirt. So in the fall, I love wearing boots and leggings and tights and big sweaters, and a cute little skirt really goes with that. So I'm thinking a mini skirt, or at least something quite a bit above the knee, maybe in a tartan. So let me show you what I have. So I'm looking at this skirt from My Image magazine number 15, and it looks nice and simple. I like the idea of the buttons down the side. I think I could adjust the length however I like. And I have 3 possibles for this. So a friend gave me this wool fabric. It's a little retro, but maybe a little fun. And considering I do tend to wear a lot of neutrals in terms of the jacket and my tops, the little pop of color might be cute in the skirt. I also have this one. This is also a tartan. This is very, very soft wool. It's really, really lovely. I could probably line it, but I wouldn't have to in terms of like comfort level. More subtle, clearly, than this, but also more flexible. I also may have enough of this to do a drapey blazer, and I don't know, we'll see. Okay, here's the wild card. It's like, I don't know, it's some sort of faux animal print, clearly. This is actually a remnant that I got. It's a drapery fabric, but I think sometimes, especially with a mini skirt, a nice thicker fabric kind of holds that shape. I'd have to kind of do some patching, but animal print is very in this fall. It's very trendy, as is tartan. They're both very trendy. So I don't know, what do you think? Should I go wild, or should I be a little more safe? Another thing I tried on the stores that I really liked, and it's my number 3 piece, is a turtleneck. I think a turtleneck is great all the way through from fall till spring. You can wear it on its own when it's not quite as cold, and then I would layer it underneath things in the winter. I tried one on at Aritzia that I really, really liked, and so I think I'm going to make the Rowan, which is a pattern I already have, and I'll put in a picture here from Megan Nielsen. I did toile this at one point, so I think I have the right size, and I'm going to use this navy blue bamboo jersey from Blackbird. I also have a couple of micro ribs, one in black and one in red, and so it's possible if the Rowan goes well, I might add a couple more turtlenecks to my wardrobe. Number 4 is a colorful blouse. I think a blouse is a great opportunity to add a little color and pizzazz to our wardrobes, and I have a couple here in mind. One of them is this very easy Vogue, and it's number V8668. And I like this one here, probably the tunic length. I like the big sleeves. I definitely want to do some statement sleeves this year. The other option is to use this simplicity, and you can see the size of the sleeves on this one, huge. big collar, big and billowy, but I think that's what I'm going for. So I don't know, maybe one of these two. So for this, I think I'm going to use this Blackbird viscose that I got in the mustard. I feel like this color scheme can kind of be worn pretty much any time of year, and so it's worth putting it into a blouse or something that I'm going to be able to wear a lot. I thought of putting this into a little dress, but honestly, I'm going to get more wear out of a shirt, and I think this would make an awesome blouse. Alternatively, or maybe even as well, I have this amazing jewel tone. It's coming out a little brighter on the screen. It's actually a bit darker and a bit more red. It's coming out a little bit more of a pinky tone, and I'd say it's more of a red tone in real life. I love these striations. I love the texture of this. I think this is not stretchy. It's not like the stretch suede that I worked with last year, but I think this could make an amazing, big, beautiful top. We'll see. Number 5 has to be a very functional pair of trousers. Now I got as well this black Italian crepe from McCall. I think I can do a beautiful pair of drapey trousers. Now I really thought about this because part of me also wants to make this into more of a drapey blazer, but I think to make the most out of this gorgeous Italian crepe, it's got to be a pair of pants. So one of the options is to do these pants from that same issue of My Image magazine. I like that they're not too wide, not too thin. I like the high waist. I think I could do something maybe a little bit more interesting with the belt, but these might be a really nice functional pair of pants. If I wanted to go a little more dramatic, I could go with these amazing high-waisted Vogue pants. I mean, those are pretty awesome. And I could even just slim down and lengthen them. It's more about this waistline. I posted these Vogue pants online and everyone went kind of crazy for them. They are out of print, and I was really glad when I picked these up secondhand. Now, these would be obviously a little wider, but still quite high-waisted, still drapey. I've seen versions online and they look really great. Lastly is this Isaac Mizrahi pattern that I also got secondhand last weekend, and these would also be great. Obviously, they're in more of a heavier wool here, but again, really classic, high waist, not too thick, not too thin. I think they'd be pretty great. And lastly, my 6th key piece is a blazer. Now, you guys know that I mostly work from home, and so I don't have much of a need to dress up, but a really crisp blazer just looks so special. Going back to that same Isaac Mizrahi pattern, this is so on trend right now. I actually posted a picture on my Instagram the other day that showed it looking almost exactly the same as something that is brand new from Cezanne. I would need to probably get some fabric for this at Fabricland. Now I do still have a gift card from my family from my birthday that I haven't used yet. So I could probably find something very similar and do something like that. I'm also going to show you a picture of a blazer that I tried on at Aritzia that I really liked, and I can't think of a pattern that goes with it, and you guys are so good at that. So maybe if you can recommend a pattern that would go with that, I could consider that as well. In terms of fabrics, I could go with this one here. This is that one that I was looking at for the mini skirt. I have about 2 meters of it, so it might be tight, but I think especially if I did the smaller blazer, I could probably squeak it out. Again, there's the black crepe, but it should be pants, shouldn't it, right? Okay, so those are my 6 key pieces for fall. I'm gonna start narrowing things down. Please let me know below if you have any opinions, something that struck you as better or worse for each pattern, what you think. Have I missed any essentials that you think really should be on my list for fall? I'd love to know. Oh, do you guys wanna see my knitting? So this often happens to me when the weather starts to turn colder. I like to go to my knitting. So I have 2 knitting projects on the go. One is this lovely, sweet little cardigan. Isn't that adorable? It's from Knitbot. And it actually goes up to adult size. I don't know, it's looking a little small in that adult for me, but it's a really cute pattern and really easy to do. So I'm about halfway through, and this is some wool that I had left over. I had a huge ball of wool, and I'm making this for my cousin's baby. I was gonna run out, so I added gray to the bottom, which I actually really love, and I have to add the sleeves and the button band down the front, and then hopefully I'm gonna be able to squeak out a little matching hat. And then I'm participating in the Hohi Knits Knit Along for fall, and I'll link that below. I'll link her Instagram below. I had never heard of her before, but a new friend of mine on Instagram suggested that we do it together, and so here's my sock. socks. I'm doing some socks. So this is called Indigo Leaves. And this is actually my first attempt at any kind of lace. I usually shy away from anything where I have to change the pattern every other line. Usually because with my attention span isn't long enough, I like to mindlessly knit, but I just thought that was so cute. So I've gotten all the way down, I've done the heel turn, it's got a cute little pink heel, and now I've put it on a stitch holder because I want to do the other sock all the way to here while I still remember how to do this pattern. This wool is really cool. So this is Patons stretch sock wool. I'd never seen anything before, but I saw it at my knitting place, and it's got a good amount of stretch to it, not like crazy, but definitely more than regular. And I do find with my knitted socks that they don't have much recovery. So I usually wear them on top of other socks, more for warmth. And usually at home, I don't often wear them like in shoes or anything like that. They're more like home socks. So this is, let me read for you. This is 41% cotton, 39% wool, 13% nylon, and 7% elastic. And I just love, love, love the colors. I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna have a little left over. I'm gonna try and get maybe a little baby hat out of my leftovers, doubling it up. And based on how this is knit up so far, I'm definitely gonna get more. Okay, you guys have been so patient. It's time for the giveaway. Thank you again for helping me get to 6,000 subscribers. I am so excited to share with you guys, and we are growing by leaps and bounds. As a matter of fact, it is almost my first anniversary of vlogging. So if you've been following me for a while, you may know that every 1,000 subscribers, I do a giveaway. And the way I run my giveaway is I find new vloggers or vloggers that perhaps are undiscovered, and I share them with you because I love to pay it forward. You guys are so lovely, and I know from experience that when you start a channel, you just wonder, is anyone out there? Is anyone listening? Is this just, just me talking to a screen? And it's just lovely to get the feedback. So I'm going to, after this, put a video up with a bunch of different new vloggers. I don't even know how many. I think it's 9, might be 10. And I'm going to link them below. Even if you have visited everyone before and are subscribed to everyone, in order to enter, you need to visit a couple people, like some of their videos, and leave a comment on at least one video. Subscribe if you like, you don't have to, but leave them some love, because I think that, it means so much. And from what I've heard from you guys, you love discovering new vloggers, so hopefully that will be a lot of fun for you. When you've done that, come back and let me know that you've done it. Let me know who you visited, let me know who you love, and I will enter you to win a $50 gift card generously donated by Caroline of Blackbird Fabrics. Now, because this is an email gift certificate, you can anywhere in the world where Blackbird delivers, which I think is pretty much everywhere. Clearly, you're gonna have to cover your own shipping, but you're gonna have 50 bucks in Blackbird Fabric to enjoy and use and cherish. For an extra entry, you can head over to Instagram, and I will be posting there, and there'll be extra entries available over on Instagram. My handle is just Lisa Kish, my name, and I'll link that below as well. So to find out who won, please do come back in a week. Sometimes I have a hard time getting in touch with the people who won because they kind of leave their name and then they don't come back. And in YouTube, it's really difficult to get in touch with someone. That's the other reason why it's nice to do Instagram, because it's easier to get in touch. So if you enter the draw, please make sure you come back next week to find out if you won. Okay guys, that's all for today. I hope that wherever you are, the sun is shining and you are planning some wonderful fall fashions to sew up. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.
Hello everyone, I'm Keely and this is Voiceover Creative, and today I'm here to show you my August make. My second make is this one. So this is the dress I made for the Great Big Pattern Swap Challenge, and there's a whole video about
It's a short introduction. I mentioned in the last video that a couple of people had mentioned having issues grading patterns up. So I think that line needs to be a little bit longer. I'll probably remember in a minute and add it back in.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel, TomKat Stitchery. I'm Whitney, and today I am going to share with you a little pattern review. My third version, I have paired it again over a white button down. So this, I feel like, kind of takes the dress into pinafore territory, which clearly the pinafore has been extremely...
Hi everyone, my name is Rose. I'm from sewingforthesoul.co.uk. Today I'm going to show you how to make a beautiful, from my underarm to the middle of my chest.
G'day everybody, welcome back to my channel. You got me in stitches. My name's Anna. I hope you're having a really wonderful day. And there's Lucy. That have to happen, but who knows? So I check out my progress as I go along.
Hi everybody and welcome to my channel. My name is Monique and I'm very excited that you found my channel because this is my first vlog and I really hope you will like this video. Part of the dress, and I really hope you can see. I just gathered fabric, so I ended up with a very nice.
I'm Adele. First of all, thank you to all the lovely comments that people have made to me about my first ever video vlog from Stuff and Steel, which I really like the look of because it almost feels like a next catalogue really.
Tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make this burnt cloth. Hi there and welcome to my channel. Every single Wednesday I create videos on how to use your sewing machine and simple clips. So I'm just going to take this out here and I'm going to drop my presser foot down.